How's it going, everyone? Welcome to my channel. My name is Brian, and in today's video we are going to be doing a deep dive into Clan Wars 2. Now, the update came out just a couple of hours ago and I've already done my matches, but what I'm going to be going through is some of the tips and tricks that you guys can use to get better Clan Wars results. So if you are new around here and want to stay up to date with all the Clash Royale content, please drop a sub down below. I'll be live streaming every day over on Twitch, which you can find in the description down below too. We're going to be looking in the defensive tactics, the offensive tactics, and your deck building tactics. This is one of the best updates we've ever seen come out for Clash Royale, and I'm so excited to bring you guys all the content. So without any further ado, with this intro, let's get into the video. So let's have a look here at the Clan Wars map. Now you can see here we have a river with 5 boats. Each boat represents one clan. Our clan currently in first place. Yep, boys. And what you've got to do is create 4 decks using all the card pools at once. But you cannot use the same card into each deck. So let's say you had Zap, Log, Poison, or whatever the spells are. You can only use that spell in one deck, and that goes with all the cards that you have a choice from. You will want to use your best deck. You want to create the cards you are the best with into one deck because you can use it in 1v1 and duel mode. So let's have a look at the decks I've created here. Went for a Lava Loon deck, Golem Beatdown, then my Elixir Golem deck, and then a P.E.K.K.A deck as backup. Now you can see that none of the cards in each of these decks will appear in other cards. I can't stress that enough when you are doing your deck building. You must make sure that the decks you build contain one card that can be maybe swapped out and you can be varied here. As you can see in my Golem deck, I'm using the Witch instead of the Night Witch because I'm using that in my Elixir Golem deck. So you might want to be very careful with creating your cards. Now your card levels do come into this, so it is a bit of a pay to win sort of situation here. You want to make sure you're using your highest level cards at all times. So once you've used a deck, that's it. You have to wait until the cooldown is complete for that deck before you can carry on doing your Clan Wars matches. Currently there is 2 different game modes you can do. You can do duel, which is a best of 3, and then you can do solos, which is a 1v1 where you select the deck you want to use. So you can see up the top here that we have Shield active with a cooldown of 9 hours and 50 minutes left. Once this Shield cooldown is complete, the other clans can attack you. Just like in old Clash of Clans situation, you've got to set up your defenses to make sure this works. So let's have a look at the defensive cards I've set up for mine. So if you click on here, you can see that I've set up these 4 cards defensively. What this is an attacking situation where you've got each one of these turrets contains 4 cards that they are going to be using to spawn as you do your attacking. Now, this is quite a unique situation that we've never seen before, so obviously the meta is going to change over the next coming days about which cards are good and which cards are bad. So what I've found out is I've not been able to win this offensively yet, which is good in a way because it means the cards I picked to do defensive work are really, really good, but bad in a way which means I cannot win with the cards I currently have in my deck. So the decks you saw earlier that I created not using any other cards are the decks you have to use to attack. It's a bit complicated, but stick with me here for a second. So the cards I've got here, I've got Infernal Dragon, Furnace, and then just a bit more of a defensive thing here with Electro Dragon and E-Wizard deck. Now, I've not been able to beat my defenses, which is great because if people are attacking and my defenses stand up, that's a great thing to do. But whenever I'm trying to use my offensive cards to take down other towers, I'm sort of struggling at the minute. So I need to do a bit of deck modification for attacking to make sure that I have a deck ready for when I'm doing my attacks. Now you can see here we've got 15 out of 15 defensive left. This is because you should be using the 15 best people in your clan with card levels. Not really the best 15 players, but the people with the card levels, so that they can do the best defensive because card levels matter in this. Now if we go into a test match here, you can see that you get to pick out of your 4 decks, as I said earlier, which I've not been able to beat my own defenses yet, which is good for my defensive tactics but really bad for my offensive ones, which I need to work on going forward to find out which ones go here. Now if we go into a battle here using this deck here, you can actually see that my King Tower here is at level 13, but it's only got 725 health, which is really weak because the cards on the offense are going to come forward. So I'm going to play my P.E.K.K.A here because I want to be really pushing down one lane to make sure this is all going to go through. But you need to be prepared for the defense because once these get through, they start attacking. You don't want to go down the middle because all turrets then can attack unless you've got some sort of clone spell, but you want to make sure that you've also got the ability to be able to protect yourself on the counter push for when cards start to spawn, which you'll see coming through in just a second. They hold on and there you go. There is the Infernal Dragon coming down from the other side, and this card is spawning a Prince over on the other side, which has becoming one of the most dangerous cards for me because I think I'm really struggling on that. I've done a lot of damage there. The Infernal Dragon's coming down here with a huge counter push, but I want to make sure that I've got all this sorted. The King Tower can attack, but you need to make sure that everything is going well there. I need to make sure that I've got everything defensively here. That magic archer should take care of the rest. Everything's going to come down there. There's only 1 minute left on the clock, which you don't get a lot of time for it, but I want to make sure I can take down at least one of these turrets. Now, as this P.E.K.K.A is going to cross, both turrets there are going to be able to attack it, the far away one can't. I am going to poison these because I really want to get rid of one of these towers. It's a good attack here to make sure that is going to go down to the bottom, and there you go. We make one victory there using it there, and we get one bonus going forward. You get extra time as soon as this happens. Once one of the defenses are down, that's when people can start damaging your towers. Now, it's a good idea to practice this going forward because you want to make sure that the opponents that are attacking you are going to struggle going forward to taking down this, as it is only a little bit of health. 167 health here, that's not a lot. We want to make sure that we have the best possible attacks going forward so we can actually win this game. So each time you take down one of the towers, you get the bonus time victory to try and do more damage. As you can see, we already got the victory. Everything is going to come through. I don't think I'm going to take another tower here within the time, but the fact I've been able to take one turret here, which is the first time I've done that actually, is going to be a huge defense going forward. And each time a tower goes down, it is going to be easier for your opponents to set your bolt back, which you do not want to do. You want to make sure your bolts are always standing, because that way that you're going to win the clan wars. And you can see at the end there, we've taken one turret down, which is good. We've not been able to do a street wipe, which is a victory, because that way going forward, this is just practice theoretically, remember, that this is going to be better for your defenses going forward. Yet again, this is editable, so whenever you don't clear in the game, your opponents literally will be able to defend this properly. So you always hope that you've got really good defensive, but as I said before, make sure you have the highest level cards in your defense, because card levels matter in this game mode. Up at the top here, we have the trader. This is something good, so you can actually go back and try and find some cards if you're trying to level them up faster, and you've got, say, like Skelly Dragons or Firecracker, as we have here, that you have someone that you can actually trade with without taking it away from your clan. If, say, no one has one of the brand new cards but appears in here, you've got a good chance of getting that card to higher level faster. So as you can see at the top here, we have the first place, and it is a guaranteed legendary for first place, so you want to make sure that you are doing your best, learning the game, learning the meta, making sure you've got good combinations of cards. Please do your practice matches, because this is one thing where Clan Wars previously didn't do so well. Clans didn't bother doing practice matches, they just went straight in and started losing matches. This is vital now. If you want to get your good rewards, you're going to have to do your practice matches to not let your clan down, because they will be on your case to do this properly. You can see here you've got different levels of chests down to 5th place, which is grand. You get all sorts of rewards from there, obviously going down from 1 to 5, but it's a great way to get yourself new cards in the game that are going to come a lot more frequently than once a month. Down here you have your boat yard repairs that are only available once your clan boat has been damaged, which you can do by doing the defenses that we've just went through a minute ago, and this way it'll boost your boat back up so you can actually continue on to win the clan war. So that's everything I've found out so far about Clan Wars 2. If you are new around here, please make sure to subscribe. I will be streaming over on Twitch all this week, so make sure you come along, get involved, and see how I get on with the Clan War. We are currently in first place. We do plan on taking that #1 slot in the first one. That's all we've got for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time. See you later.